Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club, and we got a special guest in here this morning, man. I also got Nala Simone in here, holding it down with me, but Don Toliver is here. What's up, my brother?
What's up, OG? How you feeling?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored, man. You got the new album, Lovesick. I have to say I'm a little disappointed that you don't have a leather coat on right now, sir.
Well,
You put
I see what you're saying. This is like some different type of like, it just feels good. I'm sorry. I couldn't do the leather. Leather is restricting, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
I wanted to be comfortable.
Well, talk to us about the new album, man, Lovesick. Why that title?
Well, Lovesick is kind of just the threshold to a story that I created. I wanted to make an album, and I wanted to make a movie and a soundtrack for the album. So Lovesick is basically just a term for you going through whatever you're going through with your significant other, whether it's bad, good, ugly, sad, whatever. Everybody within the movie, short film that I created for Lovesick is Lovesick, whether it's the cook, the diner, the cop, me, my girlfriend. So it's something that you have to pay attention to in a movie to really understand, but that's exactly what definition is.
That's a narrative you don't really hear from artists nowadays, because artists, historically want to be players and pimps and run through a bunch of women, you know what I mean? To actually have somebody looking for love and to say they lovesick, that's a little different.
Yeah, it's definitely just like your own choice is really what it is. It's like, do you choose to, stay faithful and lock in with your significant other, or do you choose to deal with everything else in the world that has nothing to do with that? So that's basically, the duality of Lovesick.
On the first track of Love Sickness, you say, love is the fall that you don't get up from.
Yeah.
Was this written prior to you falling, or are you still like in that process?
No, I made that statement. I made that statement at the end of the song just to let people know sometimes that love is heavier than what you think. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you fall in love with somebody and that same feeling sticks with you for years and you don't understand why. And that's what I meant by it.
You're never supposed to fall in love, though.
Really?
Because when you fall, anytime you fall historically in life, you get hurt. You're supposed to grow in love with people.
That's why I said, falling in love is the one fall you don't get up from. See?
You still down?
Am I still down?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From your
100%.
fall?
Yeah, I'm still down for sure. Down for the count.
I feel like down makes it sound like bad. When you're actually in a good spot, it looks like.
I'm in a good spot, but I mean, it's just like, we all, when you're in a relationship, sometimes it's not like peaches and cream, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that shit gets, y'all busy, y'all schedules conflict, y'all might be arguing about the littlest, the dumbest things,
That's real.
It's like a lot of stuff that goes on that makes a relationship tougher than what it is sometimes.
I really like and Let Her Go when you're like, I think I'm really here for once. Is that what your relationship with Callie feels like? Like, is this the first time you feel present with your partner?
100%, more than I've ever been with somebody, for sure.
That's dope. What do you think is the difference? Like, what makes it work for you guys?
I'm just way more invested into my relationship than I've probably been in any other relationship.
I love that. Good for you.
Yeah.
I love the flip that you guys did with Beenie Man and Maya for Me. Was that like on purpose? Is that a sentimental record for you guys, or were you guys just in the studio and came up with that?
It was a record. I really love that sample a lot.
Big sample.
It's a crazy sample. Girls Them Sugar is a crazy sample. I really love that song a lot, and it's just like, I kind of wanted something. I've been into just like really having fun dancing lately, so I wanted kind of like that dance hall feel, and I love Neptunes a lot. So it was kind of like the best of both worlds, and then Weezy did the sample on the beat, so it really, really, I just had to do it.
Was it hard to clear that record?
I would say yes.
Well, Pharrell got what, 100%?
I will not disclose. I will not disclose. P, I love P. I'm not gonna say P is the bad guy here, but that motherfucking sample, yeah.
Business is business, man.
Business is business.
Is it hard mixing the business, I guess, with the pleasure?
Depends on like, who you like. I don't really. It's not too much pleasure for me now these days when it comes to just other artists. I have like a kind of set amount of people that I deal with, but business is business. I chop it up to the game, like, I ain't gonna be mad at nobody for charging me because I'm gonna charge them.
Word.
Hold on, so wait, you charge your girl for features?
No, bro.
Oh, wait a minute, that's what I was
bro.
talking about.
No.
I thought y'all was talking about P.
No, I mean, I said business and pleasure. Like you.
I'm talking about my girl.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking you were speaking of terms of like business and pleasure as like maybe me being cool with P or something, and it's like the business.
Oh,
mind.
nah.
Now, me and my girls is beautiful. You know, we kind of stay on the music side. The whole business thing, I'm just like whatever she want, cool, blah blah blah, let it go. I don't even like really deal into it too much. But we just try to really keep it musical. You know what I'm saying?
I love that. And speaking of dancing, you talked about the dancing. What is that dance you do when your like hands is moving and your feet? Like you have a name for that?
It's called Do the Fool.
Do the fool?
Do the Fool. Do the Fool is crazy. It's something I created in Australia when I was in Australia like last year, and Metro was dropping his album, and I had like 3 songs on the album. I was very excited to hear the album, and I don't know what got into me. I was outside just like chilling, listening to the album in my headphones. I told my bro to record me, and my feet just started moving, and then after that, I never stopped doing the dance again.
Yo, it looks like you're dancing like nobody's watching, but we're literally all watching.
Yeah, 100%. I
but
love it.
when you hit it last night on stage, I'm like, man, this guy is having the time of his life.
100%. I love it.
I was gonna ask you that. You went to the show, right?
Yeah, Travis Scott came out. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Did you rush the deluxe because you knew that this was happening, like the show, and you wanted Travis to come, or?
I really just wanted him on my album. I wanted Teaser on my album, and I just wanted to give the fans like a couple, more songs. I feel like they were asking for a lot. The album was just amazing. I never had a chance to really just give fans immediately something. It was like one of the funnest things for me to do. It was challenging because after I dropped my album, I was like, yo, I want to give my fans some more music, but it was like kind of challenging because I have so much music and I had to break it down into like 4 songs that I wanted to put on this album. So
it really caught me off guard because you did it within like a week span. Why not give us a tape and then the project? Like, why make it so lengthy?
I just wanted to even 20. And like I said, I want to travel and Teaser on my album immediately. I didn't want to wait a week. I didn't want to wait a month. I wanted them on my album. I wanted to listen through exactly, how I plan to see it immediately, then wait. And I feel like the fans want the same thing.
Your fans are really demanding. And 100%. It's really because you keep doing the snippets. Like, do you regret posting the snippets at all?
Honestly, I don't regret posting the snippets, but I will say, like, I really just want the fans to have a chance to be able to, like, get something a little early or be able to say, like, yo, I remember when he played this on Instagram Live before it came out, to have a little exclusivity to whatever I'm doing is really what I've been wanting to do.
Does that help or hurt you, think? Like when you...
It's a blessing, man. I feel like at the end of the day, people want to consume the music regardless. Mm-hmm. So however they get it, but as long as it's not being stolen and somebody else is monetizing all whatever you got going on, it's whatever. But, when the time comes right, if you snippet something, it should come out, you know?
I even was wondering, like, with the 4 new songs that you added, how do you even decide what you want to put out originally? Because, you don't just sit on Travis Scott features.
No.
You know what I mean?
No. What do you mean by like how?
How do you decide, what to put out later as bonus tracks as opposed to presenting it originally?
That's what I'm saying. That was the challenge behind it. I really just digged into 4. Well, first it was off the 4 it was something that the fans wanted, 1 song, and the other 3 songs were really just something that I feel like the album really needed. Travis for sure, I wanted him on my album regardless. He's been on all my albums, and Tizo Touchdown is from Texas. I'm from Texas as well. And I always like to highlight, any artist coming out of Texas doing whatever they possibly doing, and I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to let him go up on the album as well.
Mm-hmm. How would you define yourself as an artist? Because I listen, I'm like, well, is he R&B? Is he rap? You know what I mean? Like, how would you define yourself as an artist?
I would just say it's R&B soul with just a little twist of what I got going on. I deal heavy into the R&B and the melodics of things a lot, but I definitely just like to get off some bars here and there too. I don't like to. I feel like if I can do it, why not do it?
Mm-hmm. Do you hate the rap? Not hate, but how do you feel about the rappers who may sound like you but they're rappers? You know what I mean?
May sound like me but they're rappers. Honestly, I don't know, man. I get a lot of times I don't want to toot my own horn, but a lot of people say that I'm kind of different or I have a certain distinctive sound. So I don't want to say people sound like me, but I'll say like, there's a lot of people that are melodic in rap as well. I just feel like when I come across, it just hits a little different, in my opinion.
I feel like T-Pain is an influence of yours.
Yes, T-Pain. T-Pain is definitely someone that I 100% listened to when I was coming up. Definitely.
All right.
A lot of people are still expecting you to drop Rolling Stone or the joint with Baby Keem.
Yeah.
Is that coming?
It's so crazy. It's because like, what joint with Baby Keem are you guys talking about? I haven't snippet any song with Baby Keem, but Rolling Stone, I know all about that for sure.
And what about the joint with Anderson .Paak? You put Honeymoon out. Was he originally on that, or did somebody just make that online?
Well, yeah, somebody. I feel like they kind of like did that whole internet twist and verse thing.
Got it.
And made their own little situation. But I love Anderson.
I would like that.
I love Anderson.
Speaking of Honeymoon, is marriage something that you have in mind or like on your?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love it.
Damn, you said that fast.
I love that. That's,
When you know though, brother.
Yeah, you're right.
So don't play with it. Like when you know, I'm saying when you know she the one, don't play with it, man.
Don't play with it. I'm here.
You know what your proposal may look like, because that's very important. Because you got money. When you got money, you got to make sure that the proposal is something that they never ever forget. Like it's a story that you can tell to people in the future that's just fly.
I feel like whatever I do, it just has to be organic. I can't really do too much. My girl, she just kind of wanted to be heartfelt. Whatever it is, got to be organic. It don't matter if we in a park having a picnic. It just kind of got to feel organic.
How do you know when that person is the one you want to spend the rest of your life with?
I feel like if you've been with somebody for 2 to 3 years plus, if me and my girl going on, you kind of know if you really want to be with them. And that's kind of like the way I feel. It's like, all right, we here.
Did you see a lot of healthy relationships growing up?
Yeah, I did. I mean, my mom, my dad, they separated when I got a little older, but they managed to just keep their, like, they would have their ups and downs. She would be mad at him or whatever, but at the end of the day, they still kept the, like, this is my mom, this is my dad, and then that never, like, kind of left the playing field, and I respect that. And my grandma and my grandfather, they still been together. They've been married for like 50-some years or something.
Beautiful. I love that.
You're going to make a lot of money, brother.
Oh,
the reason you're going to make a lot of money is because, like when you have that partner, like that you devote all your time and all your energy to, and you ain't out here doing all the extracurricular shit, watch what happens in your life. You commit to that one situation. It gives you stability that other people don't have.
100%. I believe that.
I love that you called it extracurricular. That's cute. On Go Down, you have this line that I have a bone to pick with you about. You say, 25, the life of certified lover, keep me cool, she keep me cool undercover. Backseat, I never used a rubber. That's what you promoting?
Mind your business.
That's what you promoting?
That's my girl. That's my girl.
Okay.
That's my girl.
Now ask her, Don.
Right.
First of all, this is I asked the question.
Ask her.
Silly. You're silly. And then company. Man, this is the third company you've given us. Each company is like a classic. Do you see yourself doing a company just project?
Company 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like honestly, it's just one of those things where it's like, I want to have something that the fans can always relate to on my album. And right now, I don't see why I wouldn't want to come with a 4 or a 5 or a 6. Just depending on where I'm at in my life. Hopefully, I'm in a good place to continue to want the company. If not, I'm good.
Love it.
How did you pick your features? I like the range of features. You go from Glorilla to Justin Bieber to WizKid to Charlie Wilson. Like, how do you decide who you want to collaborate with?
That's kind of like, it's kind of like a wide variety of like the industry, and it's kind of like all my favorites from like all those little pockets. I love Toro. I love James. I'm a fan of Glow. I'm a fan of Dirk. Future's inspired me my whole life. Travis, you already know about that. Tizo Touchdown's a legend. Tisa Korea is another Houston legend. It's just little pockets on the album with Brent. I'm a fan of Brent. Like all these pockets of artists, I really just respect them, respect their craft, and just happy to have them on my album. You know what I'm saying? And be able to like collaborate with those guys.
I always wonder how you and Travis, because growing up for us, Houston always had a specific sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you knew what Houston sounded like, but you and Travis kind of like broke that mold. Was that intentional or?
I say in my heart it was intentional. Travis, when I seen Travis gave me the hope when I was doing like all my little underground stuff back home, because he was the unicorn in Houston that was like doing something abstract. And I felt like I was doing the same, but I didn't have, when I was really like, that's what really just put me on in the city and had people looking at me different, because I was doing something different. Yeah, we are known for the traditional, Houston rap, but at the same time, there's a lot of great creatives out there that do a lot of different things, and I was able to kind of cut through because it was different, and that would help me. And I think people in the city kind of just need to realize that, a lot of people are doing a lot of different things. Don't let me take away, but, staying different is always the goal.
Right.
Always.
You get flack for that in the city? Because I think about, I'm from South Carolina, but I remember here in New York, like when ASAP Mob first came out, everybody like, oh man, they sound like they from the South. They don't sound like they from the city. Did you get flack from people in Houston?
Nah, man. I feel like people probably didn't. They definitely didn't know if I was from Houston or not or whatever. But at the same time, it was like I was doing something different, and I was organic. I would just go, like, I was the type of kid to just pull up in the DJ booth and wait till the DJ spins all his songs and be like, yo, can you spin this one last song for me? And that got me, like, that kind of that's what had the streets like, I respect this kid. He doing something different, but he's in here really putting his foot down, trying to work, and that was like the respect factor I got from that.
All right.
I see a lot of people have been showing love to your project, Dom Kennedy, Bun B. What is it like having them embrace you like that?
I love it. I mean, I respect Bun. I respect everybody who's showing me love on the album. I just respect it, because at the end of the day, I put a lot of work in on this album. I'm not going to sit here and say, like, I just did the album in 2 months and turned it in and there was nothing. I put a lot of, like, it was very tedious, like every song, and I've never put that type of attention on any other my other albums. So, like, the respect for my peers is beautiful.
How do you feel about the consumers? Because it feels like music's so disposable nowadays.
I feel like you gotta set tone, and you gotta make sure whatever you putting out into this universe is gonna test the time, and that's the way I feel. Honestly, it is disposable. It's here today, gone tomorrow. But you just got to know in your heart, whatever you giving, your consumer is something they'll be able to digest for the rest of their life, not just for the moment, That's why I wanted to give that deluxe, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, as much as I can possibly give my fans into my next project, I'm not mad at it, you know what I'm saying?
What makes you realize the music still matters? Is it the shows?
Music still matters. When I'm in the studio and I'm recording the music that I make, it just does something to me, bro. Like, I love to record. I love to challenge my brain. All that shit. All that is it helps. It's like, it's brain food, brain power, and it's very resourceful.
Cause I saw the videos of your show from the other night, and I was like, damn, that must, as an artist, that must be the only thing that makes people feel like my music still matters. Because, like, you could drop the Lovesick album, and then 2 days later they'll be talking about something else. Then you got to give them 4 more songs to get them back focused on the project. That's what it just seems like from the outside looking in.
Well, honestly, bro, I just it's been a roller coaster. This is probably about the most I feel like the greatest blessings I've gotten from my album, or the biggest reception. So honestly, I just wanted to go. I'm like full blown, all cannons go. Like, I just don't even really. I want to give fans whatever they want. I want to give, whoever's never heard or who's not up to game, whatever, I'm just on some. If I got an opportunity to give, I'm trying to go up.
All right.
And only after a week, they already knew all the words, like dancing. It was a great reaction last night. But my favorite record on there is absolutely Well, it kind of changed between Leave the Club to now the Brent Faiyaz joint. But what's your favorite record?
If I had. If
Why?
I had with Charlie Wilson. It's just a legendary moment. I love Charlie. I think Charlie is amazing. And he's just like a dope guy.
Any intimidation? Getting in the studio with Charlie Wilson?
I'm not gonna say intimidation, but you know, him being the OG he is, I didn't know how, I didn't know how he would react to me or knew if he knew anything about me. So that was the only type of, I guess, little hesitation. But he was so cool, and he just went in there and did his thing, you know.
Did he take direction well? Did you give him notes? Or?
Yeah, he was cool. He did everything I really wanted him to do.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything I wanted him to do. No question. Whatever I needed out of him, he was like, he wanted to get it through, and I respected that like to the moon.
What adult in your life got excited about that record?
My mom,
Your
my
mom?
dad, my grandma, grandpa.
Word.
Word up. We love the Gap Band. We love Charlie.
Justin Bieber, who wrote his verse, man? 'Cause I know he ain't right about no damn double cups.
Yo, you know, me and Justin, we was just in the stew. Dude, we was in LA in the studio. Dude was in there with a red rollerblades on the mic. We back and forth like we just like on the mic, and I'm just wondering because he had a lot going on at the moment, and it was a certain couple things I really wanted him to touch bases on, especially like when he come back to the city, Houston, like. So, but Justin was really going crazy, though. I'm not going to hold you. He was feeling the vibe. I had him just in his mode.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Did he record that before Future, or?
He recorded that before Future.
Yeah.
Now, you got the Lovesick short film on Amazon Prime, too.
Yes, sir.
Why did you know this needed a film or visual to go with it like this?
Honestly, I was just tired of, one, I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to shoot a movie for my album.
Mm-hmm.
And two, I was just kind of tired of doing the traditional video type thing. I love music videos, but I wanted to give my fans like another visual aspect of how I felt the music should be like, played through.
Mm-hmm.
Aesthetically, it's given like 70s. Like, what was the
late 70s? The whole inspiration came from Studio 54 and like disco culture. I kind of like started there, and it turned into like everything else.
The cocaine was way purer back then, man.
Word up.
How you know?
I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that old. You going on tour with Future, right?
Uh-huh.
What, one big party tour?
One big party tour in March, starts March 9th.
So what you gonna do?
I'm gonna go crazy.
How you gonna keep in touch with family? You gonna bring some of them on the road with you, or?
See, this tour is like weekends. It's like kind of spotty. It's not every day. So I'll definitely be able to bring my family out, pull up, but it's not nothing too crazy.
Over the past few years, how do you think your growth process has been as a man and musically?
Honestly, I just been wanting to be the best version of myself, regardless, and I think that like it fuels everything. It fuels the music. It fuels me. It fuels everybody else around me.
Mm-hmm.
It just want to be the best possible Don I can be.
What does that look like though? Like how do you get to that point? Is it therapy? Is it working out? Is it meditation?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's working out. It's being able to think in a clear headspace. It's being able to eat, correctly, not like go crazy on a bunch of shit for no reason. Like, it's all about like what you indulge in,
Mm-hmm.
Like get into something that's gonna like feed the brain a little bit more than something else.
Do you really feel like time heals all?
Yeah. Because I used to feel a certain way about a lot of people, but at the end of the day, I just realized that, we are human.
Mm-hmm. So you learn to forgive.
Yeah.
Word.
Love that. Congratulations on Heaven or Hell going platinum.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, pretty big deal.
Yeah, I love that song. I love that album.
One of my favorites. After Party is actually still one of my favorites. I don't know if I can let it go.
I love After Party. I think that's a forever joint, and I love that song.
All right. Well, listen, Nyla got a segment on this show called Pass the Aux, where she plays new music every Friday morning.
Yes.
So what y'all want to get into off the new Lovesick album? Do you want to pick one, Nyla, or you want him to pick one?
My personal favorite is the Brent one, but you want to do the Charlie one?
Yeah, or actually play Embarrassed.
Embarrassed?
Play Embarrassed.
Let's go with Embarrassed Red.
Why you feel that energy this morning? Why?
I haven't stopped listening to it since it dropped.
Okay.
I love that song. We performed it last night. It was just amazing.
Yeah, the Travis record. Everybody's on it. Let's get into it.
And it's your segment now. If you want to play more than one Don Toliver record, you can.
I got to spread the love.
Okay.
I only got three tracks. I got to spread the love, but we got you in there. Let's get into it. Here's Embarrassed. Where did y'all record that? Because I know you guys be all over the world recording together.
I recorded that, I feel like, in L.A. Yeah.
What was it like in that studio session? How'd y'all come up with it?
I was like, this is one of those moments where I just love Weezy's beat. Weezy did that beat, and I don't know, when I hear a Weezy beat, it just kind of puts me in a certain mode. That particular 808 and snares kind of puts me in a mode with those, and it just kind of happened. One of those things that just happened, super organic, just kind of came out.
So when that Don Toliver, Travis Scott, Best of Both Worlds album dropping, I know y'all got a collaboration project dropping.
I hope sooner than later.
But y'all,
so it's done.
No.
Oh.
Y'all got a lot of music together, I'm sure, though.
We got some tunes.
Yeah. Is that something in the works? Like y'all have thought? Yeah. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's such a no-brainer. It's just like, one day we're gonna press that button and get to work. But right now we just got records and whatever we just trying to get off our own shit right now, get it going, and then boom.
Who's pushing for it more, you, Travis, or Sycamore?
Probably me.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, it's Don Toliver, man. Thank you for joining us, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. It's The Breakfast Club.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.